up 3 times? You already know who it is. This is the one and only homie Chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That's WINGZZ912 on Instagram. You looking at me? It's the Almighty Shoe Review. Appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. If it's your first time, please go ahead and hit that subscription button with the notification bell so you can stay tapped into the content. Give a thumbs up to keep me in the algorithm, and please drop a comment because I'm always responding. Shout out to the Breakfast Club, the one and only homies. Yeah, we've had a couple weekends off, and it's understandable, but we still into the thick of it because White Cement 4s are coming real soon, you know what I'm saying? Today's review is an oldie but a goodie. It released in 2004, and due to this being Jordan's 40th anniversary year, it kind of makes sense of why they're bringing these back, considering this particular player is in the Hall of Fame now. So ain't gonna do too much small talk. You already know how we rock. We're gonna start with the box, and yeah, get the OG, baby, you know what I mean? And the colors read white and university blue. And I present to you the Air Jordan 12 Melo PE, aka player exclusive. A lot going on. Now that we got them in hand, let's get into them. The 2025 edition of the Air Jordan 12 Retro Melo brings back Carmelo Anthony's PE colorway, featuring a two-tone color scheme celebrating the NBA athlete's rookie season with the Denver Nuggets. True to the 2004 original, the retro model employs a white leather upper with radiating stitch lines and a tonal lizard texture mudguard. University blue accents make their way to the collar lighting, pull tab, and rubber outsole equipped with the exposed carbon fiber shank plate and herringbone traction pods. All right, so boom, we all know that, the 12 is iconic, but we also know that Jordan players were iconic. One of Jordan's most iconic players that he has signed is none other than Carmelo Anthony, West Baltimore's finest, won a championship with Syracuse, and then went on to play for the Denver Nuggets, the New York Knicks, the Houston Rockets, Portland Trailblazers, Had a quite good career, Definitely did great things for these great teams, and he definitely had a shoe that was very important from his rookie year, And this was one of those shoes because, like I said, he played for the Nuggets, and yeah, Melo was a bucket. Melo's definitely an automatic bucket, He got buckets. He just was efficient when it came to scoring, got to the paint, and he was one of those dudes. So, of course, Jordan blessed him, and it's just the irony of it being the 40th anniversary. And also, not only that, but Melo's actually being inducted to the Hall of Fame, This shoe is just right on time, But enough about the particulars. Let's go ahead and get into the shoe. All right, so boom. The first thing is the upper is all leather, You got that lizard skin mud guard, sitting in a nice stiff leather. And then the rest of the upper is this tumble leather that is very, very soft. And I'm going to go ahead and warn y'all, this will definitely crease up crazy. Just off the lacing alone, it got some weird looks into it. But I think the more you wear the shoe, it'll give it a little bit of a personality, a little bit of character. But I'm not mad at that, You got the Carolina blue or university blue sock liner all the way behind the tag, and a little bit of the stitching with the Jumpman on the tongue. Yeah, that's Carolina blue all the way through and through. And then you got the heel tab with the tag, and then you have the 23 down here that sits in the white. That's pretty clean, and you already know. You got the university blue outsole with the herringbone, traction, and the carbon fiber shank plate under there. And it's basic. It's a simple Carolina blue and white. You can't go too hard. Perfect colorway for the summer. And yeah, this was, it's not bad. We were kind of overdue for a Carmelo retro. And they went with his rookie. Went with his rookie shoe, which is kind of dope. Now this shoe here, when it comes to the fits true to size. So whatever you've been rocking at 12, stick to that. You should be perfectly fine. When it came to the resale, these sat, and quite expecting, We just came off the heels of the reimagined UNC ones, and they sat as well. A lot of shoes have sat because everybody's gearing up for next week, which is the white cement 4. And there's going to be a million of those. That's probably the highest stock on a Jordan shoe this year. Is definitely on the white cement 4s. So, it's, but at the same time, with the economy and where everything's going, certain people have to pick their spots and pick and choose when they're going to get a shoe. And a lot of people are choosing to wait to go ahead and get the white cement 4s if they're going to make any purchases in May. And May has been full of releases, so I get it, I understand, and these seem like they're going to be going right under retail and going to be sitting in the discount section at Nike and a lot of your other shoe retailers as well. So it's not bad. I'm not mad at that. If you were already you on JD or Foot Locker, of course, you probably used the coupon. I got these under retail immediately. But yeah, man, it's a good shoe. It's not bad, but it's just a place at a time of oversaturation. Had a lot of UNs. This is the third University Blue shoe that we've had this year from Jordan alone. They had the 3s, the practice short 3s. Then you had the reimagined ones, and now we got these. I just think they overdid it with the colorway. Had this been some time back, maybe in 2020, the last two, all these shoes would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, people are looking for more of a variety, and it's just Jordans aren't overrated, but they're highly oversaturated, and maybe we'll have a discussion about that one day. But yeah, that's just the rundown with these, man. Got caught in the sweep at a certain time, and I don't know. Oh yeah. All right. And when it comes to the Jordan 12 Melo PE, I'll give these a 7. It's not the best shoe for me personally, and it's not a bad shoe, but I feel like timing with the release is one thing that kind of threw me off. But then not only that, but it's the leather. While the leather is soft, it creases so bad. I don't know if that's going to be a good or a bad thing, and how much durability or wear people will want to wear out of these after these wrinkle up real bad. You know what I'm saying? That leather is super duper soft right here. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, very important shoe to celebrate a very important person, which is Carmelo. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Jordan, we need some more Carmelo releases. Not just these, but he got a couple other pairs that was heat, you know what I mean? So let's make sure we tap into that. But yeah, this is getting a 7 for me, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all agree? Did I get it right or wrong? Get down below in the comments and let me know, man. As always, I appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. 2025 is crazy. Please spread love, you know what I mean? Show some love, show support to your family and friends. Keep that energy amongst you positive. At the end of the day, that's all we got. Stay hydrated, stay focused, stay hustling, you know what I mean? Stack that money. Stay low, and more importantly, stay out the way, all right? You know what I mean? Mind a business that pays you, please, you know what I'm saying? Just some good advice that works for me. Hopefully it works for you. And by any means, keep them sneakers clean, yo. It's not a game. We not playing. We outside, man. You already know the motto, man. Before you go pay resale, come here and get them details. If we catch you lacking, understand we snatching. It's not a game. We need them white cement 4s. So be on your best behavior and keep that toothbrush available. Otherwise, we getting you. Be easy.